Compare Aiyuk in camp versus any other 49ers wide receiver the last few years. All right, I'll compare him to Pettis because Deebo Samuel did not get a lot of reps with the starters as a rookie. They kind of were slow playing him and then fast forward him in the starting lineup once Pettis fell apart last year. But when Pettis came to camp, he was polarizing. Some people thought he was the best wide receiver on the team, that he was going to be like a future all-pro, because in one-on-ones, the guy was unguardable. It's like covering Gumby. A guy he can do these crossover moves where it looks like his body's going 8 different directions at once. He's very difficult. And in those one-on-ones, you can make like 3 different cuts. You can do like triple moves and get open. You have as much time as you want. So like if he's like a great one-on-one football player, like a basketball player who can just cross you over in his backyard and tear you apart. But what I felt was that when it came to the 11-on-11 scrimmages, then you saw the tentativeness over the middle, the inconsistency, maybe the intimidation of NFL violence. You saw all that. And so I felt, well, okay, like he's a good one-on-one player, but football is 11-on-11, and he's going to have to improve in that context. And that's really what was the case. I mean, that's what he's working with. Aiyuk isn't like that. Aiyuk has all of that shiftiness and ability and finesse. He has all the finesse that Dante Pettis had that makes him special in the one-on-ones, because Pettis is a finesse receiver. Aiyuk has that, but he also has toughness, strength, muscle, courage, contact courage, and you could see that. So it's interesting when the Niners drafted Aiyuk, the person that Kyle Shanahan compared him to was Dante Pettis. He said it's interesting. He's a lot like Pettis in the sense that he can play all 3 receiver positions and he's a returner. He's like a strong, tough version of Dante Pettis and faster. They're very similar, but all the things that people wanted Pettis to be, that's Aiyuk. I think people really thought Pettis could be like Odell Beckham Jr. Aiyuk maybe. Aiyuk could. So that's the comparison. Deebo is in his own league. I mean, he's almost a running back. He looks like a running back. He's 5'10", 215. I mean, that's more stout than any running back the Niners have on the roster. Right? Honestly, on 4th and 1, he'd probably get the most yards after contact, more than Coleman. I mean, he's stacked, and he runs the ball a lot. He's a good wide receiver. He has solid hands, not the greatest hands, not the greatest route runner, but certainly good enough to be an all-around weapon. But Aiyuk and Pettis are wide receivers, like not gadget guys as much. I thought Aiyuk would be a gadget guy, but I don't think he's going to be nearly as he's not a running back. He's 200 pounds. I mean, he's not going to be running through people like Deebo Samuel. Would you want to tackle Deebo Samuel? My God, that looks like it hurts. Aiyuk is trying to make you miss. Deebo is not. He's not trying to make you miss. He's trying to break your face, like Kittle. Anyway, that's the comparison. If Pettis starts, we lose week 1. Perhaps, although the Niners had a great record with him last year. Is Trent Taylor going to be a major contributing factor to the success of the passing offense? Yeah, I think so, because Jimmy Garoppolo loves him and trusts him. So, yeah.